bunny.
That's like, you know, still with the big, huge grin, just head bowed.
Okay, I will call this, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, I will call this Records Commission meeting to order. Let's stand for the pledge. Would you lead us in the pledge, please?
Oh my gosh, you're asking a lot. I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of
the United States of America,
and
to
to
the
the
republic
republic
for
for
which
which
it
it
stands,
stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible, with
with
liberty
liberty
and
and
justice
justice
for
for
all.
all.
Well, with 2 meetings, we're really gonna put you at work. Okay. Here's our, let's see, you wanted a Whopper?
I'm on it.
All right, so, roll call please, Kathy.
Compton,
Here?
Zetz,
Here.
Nicholson,
Here.
Bush, Moore. Here.
Okay, we have a quorum present. First thing on the agenda is our organizational meeting. Appointments. So we
That
need-
would be your 2 residents that are members.
Okay. So I have to make a motion, or am I just saying that I'm?
All you have to do is make
Okay.
an announcement.
All right, well, Timothy Bush and Vanessa Mariah Delmindo Moore are 2 residents who will be joining us on Records Commission, and let the record state that Mr. Bush was in a car accident this week. I was in contact with him both before and after the accident. He wants to remain on Records Commission, but knowing what happened this week, is probably why he's not here, and I don't think it's an issue. So our 2 residents will obviously adopt Robert's Rules of Orders that as we have in the past, and our schedule of meeting dates and times.
That's usually the 3rd Wednesday in August,
3rd Wednesday.
or whichever council meeting, if there's any holidays.
And then, of course,
And then the 3rd Monday or Tuesday in January.
okay. Which ends up almost always being Tuesday because of the
Mhm.
holiday. So.
Right.
Okay, any objections to those dates and times?
I think I can make it.
Very good. Okay. I need approval of the September 16th, 2020 minutes.
Well, I can approve the September 16th, 2019 minutes.
Oh, yes, that's a typo.
Well, we also called order at 4:30, not 5:30.
I'm good, but I'm not sure what the minutes are gonna look like on that day.
I need approval of September 20,
So moved.
2019 minutes, approved, or motion by Mr. Nicholson.
Second.
Second by Mr. Zetz. Discussion. And roll, please.
Compton,
Yes.
Zetz,
Yes.
Nicholson,
Yes.
Moore.
Abstain.
Abstain, okay.
Okay, motion passes.
I'll tell you more about it after the meeting.
Sure. On the reports, do you have anything, Jamie?
I have nothing.
Okay, Mr. Zetz?
Nothing.
Mrs. Hoskinson?
And we just have 3 forms that I have laid out and I've emailed. One is from Jess for her creating her scheduled RC2. The other one is from the police records, and the third one is council records.
Okay.
There. Unless there's any changes, those will all be forwarded then on to the historical society. The 2 RC3s will not have to go to the historical society. They do not require notification of the records list.
Okay.
But the RC3 or RC2 would.
Does it make sense on the RC2?
Okay.
It says retained until no longer of value.
Gotcha.
Isn't the phrase administrative value? I mean, a record really has no value,
Wait to
it's
hear
not
from
worth
you.
anything,
Thanks.
but
Because what are the rest of ours, what do we normally say in that box?
retain to no longer of administrative value, something like that.
Right,
Of
that's,
administrative or historical value.
Yeah. So I mean, I know it's more words, but I
Mhm.
think it makes sense, because, I mean, technically, a diary or anything really it has no monetary value, but it does have historical or administrative value,
Right.
so. Like, you know, if we were to just update those, so they say it's just no longer of value, but to administrative or historical value.
I think she has, if you look farther down, under item
Yeah.
20-0015.
Yeah, and then appraised for administrative or historical value. I mean, it's just, it's
I would just make it so it's consistent with what everyone else is. I think that is what the
Yeah.
language
administrative
says.
or historical value.
I can have Jess make this.
Yeah. Otherwise, I was okay, I'm okay with that.
You're in agreement, Mr. Zitz?
Yes, and I looked at it before today. I thought maybe there was some that were blank on one of the versions we had, but I don't think it was not those things.
I think that was, Lanier was working on.
Oh, it's
those.
Lanier's, okay, that's right,
And he's
because
going to
the-
wait till August, cause he has more work to do.
Okay, yeah, because the end ones on Lanier's could be, we're gonna be like, I was looking at thinking these could be 2 years because they
Yeah.
eventually could impact litigation, so that's okay, thank you, that was Lanier's.
And I suggested he also talk to Janie about it, anything, because they were forms where fees might be involved with the audit.
So,
That's linear with Parks and Recs.
so yeah, I was
So
okay.
he's
with
gonna
it.
wait till August.
As you can imagine, just kind of like a lot of times departmental records, we have overlap, so being the fiscal officer, they may have records, but I may need to have those records for audit purposes or anything like that. Legal, the same way, contract files or whatever, so a lot of times we'll have overlap, we just make sure that we're consistent.
Any other discussion? Jamie, Ron?
No, okay, all the police stuff's all.
This one's funny, I mean, I gotta laugh, it's facsimile law, just, aren't many faxes in these
Yeah,
days.
just get rid of those, no, we don't need them.
Very
Yeah,
few
every-
anymore.
Yeah.
We still get occasionally, we get a few, but not many.
Okay, on to unfinished.
Do we
business.
need to move to approve these?
No.
I'll leave that to what Mr. Zetz
I think we
feels.
probably should, I think we should, just to.
One by one, or all three?
I think we gotta go one by one.
Okay, so which one do you wanna start with first? The RC two?
Yeah, let's do that.
So I need a motion.
I would move to approve the amended or revised RC two, as presented for the, administration.
When I get something like
Got a
this,
motion?
it just makes me.
Second.
Second.
All right, I have a first and a second, any discussion?
Hey, did you see this
And
yet?
roll.
Yes.
Zetz?
Or we can
Nicholson?
step
Yes.
back out here.
Moore?
Yes.
Compton?
Yes. Okay. Got another motion for me?
Yeah, I will move to approve the RC three for the Division of Police.
Motion by Mr. Nicholson, need a second? Seconded by Ms. Moore. Discussion, and roll.
Nicholson?
Yes.
Moore?
Yes.
Compton?
Yes.
Zetz?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes, got one more for me, Jamie?
I'd move to adopt the RC three, as it relates to city council.
Got a motion by Mr. Nicholson,
Second.
seconded by Mr. Zetz. Discussion, and roll.
Moore? Compton?
Yes.
Zetz?
Yes.
Nicholson?
Yes.
Okay, all three motions have passed. Any unfinished business?
I would bring up one question. Some of the records, and we dispose of them, some of them are electronic. Are they still on our server once we hit delete?
When we hit delete, yes, the ETL has the ability, I believe, to recover, because they maintain backups and the like. If we truly want to have them deleted, what we need to do is have ETL actually do that process. Just
Same
no
way with
different than if
our
we got a
email.
public records request for all emails, because sometimes they may, you may accidentally delete them off of your phone, but they're still on the server, so we would have to have them search them. Yeah.
Is that something, Mr. Zett, you feel we need to do, since we're showing that we're,
Yeah, I do, because I think like in like a paper document, if we're supposed to be disposed of, I
Mhm.
say dispose of it, you know, there's no good reason to keep it around anymore, so, and then also forever surface space, because you can get rid of all that stuff, so. If
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's supposed to be gone, I would get rid of it in its entirety.
Yeah, if it's legally meant to be.
Right.
We should be doing it.
We just need to be very clear with our expectations of what we want them to do.
Mhm.
So in other words, if it's emails, we say emails dated on or before this date,
Mhm.
you know.
So who takes care of that? You or Kathy?
I mean, I would assume it would be Kathy, but I'm happy to work with her.
Okay, yeah, I think for the first time. it does.
Whoever
Yeah.
needs to do it is fine with me. Just-
I will
I
put
wanted to
I will
follow
put
through.
I will give Keith heads up and get them in touch with you.
Okay.
So I'll tell them what happened and what
Mhm.
we're doing. Yeah, because right now, one of the things we do is when employees leave, we put on what's called a legal
Yeah.
hold
Yeah.
on their account. We don't have to maintain a Microsoft Office license for them because they're never gonna access it. But it assumes that in corporate world, potentially could be sued or whatever. You have to maintain them. So we put litigation holds, what they call it, litigation hold on the records for 2 years, just in case something we needed to get the records. But what we can do then is once, so let's say we have an employee that left 2 years ago,
Mhm.
clearly all the records are older than 2 years, we could then,
We have some employees that have submitted their RC3s to dispose of emails. Some have not, some have never.
so what we would need to know, and probably to kind of tailor Keytail's response is for you to give me the information of what departments have, which departments have not.
Okay.
So that we can.
That'll take a bit of time.
No, that's
We'll
fine.
work on
That's
that.
fine. So, so let's say Parks has not. So then we would say, leave those alone. But if council has, we can say, but we have to be able to identify, and that's, it's where the work's gonna come to identifying what departments people are in.
Mhm.
If they don't know or they haven't been tagged on their system, so.
I don't believe we've ever had a mayor that has disposed of their emails.
Okay.
So that's going back quite a few years. I will have to double check the years that Brenda was served as the
Does that
secretary.
follow a separate, RC, is it a 2 or a 3? I can't remember which is which. What's the schedule?
The schedule's a 2.
It's a 2. So, does the mayor fall under council or is the mayor its own RC2?
The mayor's his own,
Okay.
so we'll have to get you.
So you may wanna coordinate
decide
with
what you want.
Mike,
Yeah.
for August, so that we can update his, so that we can get rid of old
Mhm.
mayoral stuff.
If a division updates their RC2, now with what we get back from the state, most of the records do not require an RC3. We do an RC3 that we keep in-house, so we can always prove what records were disposed of, even though we don't have to submit them to the state.
Okay. What I can also do is I'll work with Keytail to get a listing of every name that has an email account on their system, old, still being maintained, whatever. So we can go through and identify, the people that fall under the RC2s that, that have updated, so.
Okay, I was gonna say, that's a pretty big number.
There's never been an RC3 submitted for the mayor's office records, not
Well, this is the
yourself or
first time
anybody
we've
previous.
discussed this too, about
Yeah.
emails,
Yeah.
since we've been doing it, so.
It might be something you may even want Jess to help you with.
All right, very good. Any other unfinished business? All right, any new business? Would that just be scheduling the next meeting?
I guess so. It'd be August.
Okay. Third Wednesday in August, which will obviously send out the date. We don't have to, unless you got something. Third Wednesday in August, that better not be the 19th. That's the street fair night, the opening of the street fair.
That is the 19th. Well, we just have another part of the council meeting on the 17th.
Yeah, let's do it, that Monday night, the council meeting.
August. It will be the 17th.
Monday,
Mhm.
Monday, August 17th at,
That's hard to
Right.
determine because it depends on public hearings and that type of thing. We try to schedule them back to a public hearing.
we can do that later, but 4:35-ish, because we never know what committee meetings or public hearings.
Typically,
we're
they're
gonna
about
have.
5:30, but tonight was different because
Yes, it
we had
was.
3 public hearings tonight.
Right, yeah, usually do it at 5:30, take a
Yes.
quick meeting, and then it's like, I'll go get dinner and go back to council.
It's a normal night.
And this meeting is 3 times longer than any other meeting.
Yes, actually, this is right.
This has been the longest record.
Usually it's like a 5-minute meeting.
Any other new business? Okay, we've established the date for August. I'll
Move to
entertain-
adjourn.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second by Mr.
Like,
Zinn.
please, somebody second.
Discussion. And roll.
Moore?
To adjourn.
Adjourn.
Yes.
Compton?
Yes.
Zeds?
Yes.
Nicholson?
Yes.